There's nothing better than soaking up a few rays, then cooling off in the ocean, and starting the whole process again. Today we're going to do some traveling and take in some of the bluest waters in the world. It's definitely a video that will leave you with a desire to hop on the first plane out of here. 20. San Blas Islands, Panama. We begin our journey in Panama, and yes, the Caribbean Sea is already an incredible shade of blue. But it's when you hit San Blas Islands that you'll discover some of the clearest spots around. There are more than 300 islands making up this archipelago, with only about half of them inhabited. The Kuna people, who are native to the islands, take great care of them. Tourism isn't massive in the area, and the waters are protected and clean. It's the perfect place to swim through crystal clear waters and pretend you're the mermaid you know you were meant to be. 19. Egrimnoi, Greece. If you're heading to Lefkada Island, you'll honestly be spoiled for choice for beautiful blue waters. But for something extra special, make your way to Egrimnoi Beach, located on the west coast. It will literally take your breath away. You do need to do a bit of a steep hike to get down to the white sands. And of course, you'll have to come back up again. But I promise you, it's totally worth it. 18. Lampedusa, Sicily, Italy. Considered the most beautiful of the Italian Pelagi Islands is Lampedusa. It's very far south, so it's actually closer to Tunisia than Italy. It's the largest island in the area and is home to sparkling, crystal blue waters. The most popular swimming spot is Rabbit Beach, which is great for families with the shallow waters surrounded by limestone cliffs. I don't know about you, but I'm going to check if my passport is still valid. 17. Peyto Lake, the Rocky Mountains, Canada. Summer is the best time to head down to Peyto Lake, located in Banff National Park. The color of this lake is a brilliant turquoise and is fed by a glacier. Surrounding the lake are 3 high peaks, which for the snap-happy traveler will give you goosebumps and a treasure of amazing photographs. The turquoise hue is more apparent in summer when melting glaciers bring along rock flour into the lake. You can indulge in some amazing hikes while you're there, or hop on a boat and go exploring. 16. Mabul Island, Borneo. The waters in Borneo have been described as "you have to see it to believe it," and it's the brilliant blue that brings people from around the globe to this island. It's situated in the Malay archipelago, and the best place to stay on Mabul Island is said to be Sipadan Water Village Resort. It's one of those places that you see in postcards where the resort rests on stilts in the water. To avoid tons of rain, don't go in January. Otherwise, all year round, you'll have warm, beautiful weather. 15. Crater Lake, Oregon. This is definitely a stop that you need to add to your bucket list. Crater Lake is one of the most exquisite lakes in America, and it's filled with deep blue water. Due to the fact that there are no streams or rivers flowing into the lake, the water is practically see-through. Scuba divers love this spot, and it's so gorgeous, you don't even realize that it's freezing. It's a lake that is formed in a volcanic crater and is officially the deepest lake in America at 1,949 feet deep. And amazingly, sunlight filters through as deep as 400 feet. 14. Lake Pukaki, South Island, New Zealand. This is the largest of 3 alpine lakes located on New Zealand's South Island. The blue is so unbelievable that it looks like it's been computer generated. The glacial feed into the lake brings with it glacial flour, which is finely ground rock particles from the glaciers. Same situation in Peyto Lake that we mentioned earlier. You know the lake is amazing when it's been the backdrop for scenes from The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit film trilogies. 13. Ansa Source de Argent, La Digue Island, Seychelles. Even if you're not heading to this exact spot, any trip to the Seychelles is bound to be incredible. This particular area, though, boasts this never-ending strip of white, soft sand. The water is warm all year round, and of course, as clear as they come. The beach is scattered with massive granite boulders, making for some exciting exploring. 12. Jenny Lake, Wyoming, America. If you're heading to Wyoming's Grand Teton National Park, you've probably got Lake Jenny high on your list of things to see. It's another beauty fed by glacial waters, and you often find the waters so still they create a mirror effect. And if you consider you're in the middle of a national park, what it's reflecting is all beautiful. It can get bitterly cold there, so try and head there late spring, early summer. You'll also be able to see the stunning waterfalls and explore Cascade Canyon. 11. Devil's Bay, Virgin Gorda, British Virgin Islands. We head to the most amazing island called Virgin Gorda in the British Virgin Islands, and there you will find Devil's Bay, which is surrounded by huge boulders spilling into the ocean. The color of the water is a bright turquoise, and snorkeling around there is said to be surreal. So ensure you have an underwater camera with you, as your friends may not believe you when you tell them of the color of the water and the amazing finds you spotted beneath the surface. 10. Great Barrier Reef. The world's largest coral reef system is called the Great Barrier Reef, and it's made up of 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands. The islands are spread out across the water of intense blue through to the palest blue and everything in between. It would be hard to choose which island to visit first, but Whitehaven Beach on Whitsunday Island has the whitest sand in the world, so you should definitely consider that as option number 1. 9. Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, Maranhão, Brazil. When you first look at it, it looks like it's a desert, but it's actually not, as the area receives too much rain to be classified as one. The park is filled with these lagoons that hold the most beautiful clear waters. They get their water from the 47 to 60 inches they receive each year. The best time to go for a visit is between July and September, where the lagoons are usually quite full before it all evaporates. 8. Boracay, Philippines. What's not to love about Boracay in the Philippines? Absolutely nothing. It's a tiny island which has many exquisite beaches, white sand, and stunningly clear water. The place to focus your attention on, though, has to be Bulabog Beach. It's the best spot for windsurfing. A more challenging swim could be yours if you went to Iligan Beach, or you can have a bit more privacy at Ballinghai Beach, where you do have to pay a small fee to enjoy. There's great nightlife in Boracay, and the best times to visit are between January and April. Otherwise, be prepared for plenty of showers. 7. Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia. You can't go wrong by heading to Plitvice Lakes National Park. This UNESCO World Heritage site has 16 sparkling turquoise blue lakes and wooden walkways connecting you to various lakes. Views are stunning, so expect waterfalls, wildlife, exquisite birds, and more. Once you're inside, your ticket gives you access to the little train rides taking you from one side of the park to the other. Plus, there's a ferry option too. There are restaurants and plenty of gorgeous rest stops. Now, just to get there. 6. Cala Macareleta, Menorca. There are plenty of spots along the Mediterranean that are worth the effort to get there, and Cala Macareleta is no exception. The waters here are so clear, you can see the rocks at the bottom of the ocean floor. The sands are white, the water's warm, and the temperature is perfect almost year-round, although best time to go would be between July and August when it's at its warmest. If you need a change of scenery from the pristine beaches, go and check out the castle on the island called Castle of Santa Agueda, or the Cathedral, Ciudadela de Menorca Cathedral. 5. Ambergris Cay, Belize. This tropical paradise is a short boat ride from the largest barrier reef outside Australia, and it caters for every single person. If you like to spend your days under a palm tree, then check. If you like to scuba dive or snorkel, check again. If you like to be a bit isolated, it is possible, but if you like crowds, they're there too. You just need to find your zone. Hol Chan Marine Reserve gives you the opportunity to get up close and personal with tropical fish, eels, turtles, and the Blue Hole is a great place to explore. But even if you're not that into the swimming side of things, just enjoy swinging in a hammock on the beach. 4. Maldives. Any list featuring crystal clear waters has to include the Maldives, where the waters shimmer and sparkle and show their turquoise hue to perfection. Often looking at a boat sailing through the Maldives makes you think for a second that the boat is floating. The Maldives are located in the Indian Ocean, southwest of Sri Lanka and India. You'll be spoiled for choice when you're visiting the Maldives, but while you're deciding what to do, you won't be disappointed with the white sands and blue waters. Of late, some of the water has literally been glowing thanks to bioluminescence, allowing you to experience the ocean glowing in the dark. 3. Sardinia, Italy. This is the second largest island in the Med and is not only really long, but the waters are beautifully clear too. It's quite easy to reach from Nice and Rome, and you'll be spoiled with the most incredible diving experience you can imagine. You can swim pretty much throughout the year, but when you tire of the beach, although I doubt that's possible, you can head inland for a huge array of eating places and nightlife. 2. Five Flower Lake, China. Of our list, this must be one of the most unusual places you'll ever come across. The lake looks like someone has come around with a giant bottle of food coloring and dropped giant drops in here and there. The different shades you see in the lake are all natural and come from the minerals and plant life. However, regardless of the colors in the water remains crystal clear, even giving you a perfect view of tree trunks and branches lying under the water. Besides the gorgeous lake, you'll also experience amazing waterfalls, as well as fauna and flora galore. This is a spot you can head to all year round, and it will always be incredible. 1. Palawan, the Philippines. Palawan Island is a quick flight from Manila and is a sparsely populated archipelago made up of several islands, all sharing the same teal blue waters. Huffington Post called it the most beautiful island in the world, and it originally got that accolade from the Travel and Leisure World's Best Awards. There are artifacts on the island that date back more than 50,000 years, and there is so much for you to do there. Snorkeling, diving, paddling, eating, swimming, tanning, you name it, you can do it. Best time to visit is October to mid-June, and you can be guaranteed that this will be a trip of a lifetime. If you could pick just one of these amazing places to visit, which would you choose? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel for more daily videos. Thanks for watching.